Hey y'all, how's it going? I wasn't really exaggerating with the title of this video. I legitimately think that Instagram doesn't care about you, or me, or anyone really. I think they care about generating as much money as possible. You remember the good old days? I sure do. Instagram was a place for you to express yourself through photo, and there wasn't even any captions at the time when it first started. It was just photos. You know, Instagram was always a tool to express yourself. And then it also became a tool to promote your business. Instagram really is us giving to them, you know, us providing them with content to share. Instagram has sort of become a place that's similar to like if you worked with a boss who applauds you and pats your back when you give them something that they asked for, and then you do exactly what they want you to do. That's when they applaud you. That's when the algorithm works. But if you just want to be your authentic self, nothing happens. I feel like unless you're following trends, trying to just follow these stupid algorithms that they have, then you're not going to be successful on Instagram. You're just going to stay stagnant, you know? You could take that as, oh, like I need to learn. That algorithm has created a weird sort of shift where if you want to change, I think that Instagram wants you to either follow trends or do something new, but it has to fit in that specific algorithm. And if you don't fit in that mold, then you're never gonna make it. And I feel like I have all the tools to make it work, but for some reason it just doesn't work and it doesn't feel good. I just think that I'm not made for Instagram. I think I'm made for YouTube. I think that YouTube feels a lot more comfortable for me. I feel like YouTube is more welcoming, it's more understanding, it's more welcoming to new ideas, and it doesn't have as much of a strict mold that it wants everyone to fit into.
Where's the magic gone?
I watched a video by Eric Floberg. He said that Instagram was killing his creativity, and he created a beautiful video about why he thought that. I was at a bit of a breaking point with Instagram, and I feel the exact same way. You know, I have a very similar feeling where the more I go on Instagram and even YouTube, to be honest, if I'm consuming a lot of content, I start to feel really bad about myself, and I start to feel really down. If I have an idea and I'm pumped about it, I almost have to spend the whole day just not going on Instagram or YouTube or anything, because it will kill my creativity so quickly. I think it's because I have a really bad habit of comparing myself to other people. I recently was watching a documentary called The Defiant Ones, and it's about Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine was a producer of like a bunch of huge artists, which I cannot remember the names of because I suck at names. We all know Dr. Dre. They had this mentality where they would just get into the studio and they would just like create. They didn't have social media. They barely even had cell phones. And you know, what they would do is like, there's a guy over there. He's putting the garbage away and I'm really insecure right now. They would just get into the studio and they would just focus on creating. They wouldn't really have much contact with the outside world, and they would just be in the studio and just try again until they figured something out. I'm always looking for inspiration through Instagram or through YouTube, and it ends up doing the complete opposite. It just makes me feel less inspired. It makes me feel like my ideas are not as good as this person's or whatever. And it just makes me feel worse. If you want to work on your family, if you want to work on a relationship, turn off Instagram, turn off everything, and just work on your family and just be there and just spend time with them. I just dive into the deep end with them. And like going back to the studio thing with Dr. Dre, like Dr. Dre and Eminem and like all those guys that spent so much time in the studio together, I'm sure that they're lifelong friends now because they just spent that time together creating, believing in each other, and just sharing in that creativity. I think I'm probably not going to spend much more time on it. I think I'm going to try really hard to express myself with people find people who want to do the same and find people who want to connect on a deeper level. The world doesn't need more trends and trend followers. The world just needs people to be themselves. So if you ever feel like you're not doing the right thing, you're just like not cut out for Instagram, you're not alone. Like if you ever feel that way, just know there's thousands of people who feel the exact same way. And I think that there's also thousands of people who are successful on Instagram, but also feel unfulfilled by it. I shouldn't just say Instagram, I should say social media. I just think that it needs to be used as a tool, and that's it. A tool for communication and a tool for just promoting yourself. And if you want to go through the grind of making reels, you know, because Instagram clearly doesn't care about photography anymore. They just want you to post reels. Go ahead. I know people who have done that and they've been consistent with it and they've grown on Instagram and it's great. And they've gotten sponsorships and all that stuff. And, you know, I wanted that for a long time. But then I realized that I don't know why I wanted that. I think it's because I realized that, oh, well, this is the only way to do it. Okay, well, I guess I should want this. Anyways, if you've gotten this far, thank you for listening to me blabber on about Instagram. If it's sunny wherever you are, I hope you enjoy the sun. Thanks for watching. Go read a book. If you don't want to subscribe to me, that's okay. But please, I would really appreciate it if you did. It would mean a lot to me, actually, if you subscribed and hit the like button. I know you can't see the dislike button, but I can. So, cool. Thanks. All right. Well, see you later. I don't know how...